Hey guys, welcome to the trailer of Village Idiot. Now, I know this sounds a little strange, but we're almost going about 10 years since I've done any kind of YouTube videos, and I've done some really dumb stuff. I'm not saying nobody else has done it either, but this has kind of been in more of a development kind of a phase thing, and this has been coming around for the last few years, and I kind of wanted to go down this road. There'll be more about it later, but the whole concept of the Village Idiot channel is Village Idiot has to school himself. He's not going to be any kind of college professor or any kind of college major in any kind of discipline whatsoever. So my issue is that actually how do we survive? How do we thrive? Well, sometimes with the bare minimal knowledge that we have, we do flourish and survive through adaptability. But that's not always the case. Now, we have a lot of people out there that actually are intellectually smart. I mean, to the point that actually their IQ level is like blown way out of proportion. But the issue at hand is that actually their adaptability sucks. On the other hand, it could be also vice versa. So we'll get into that more so, but let's go back to the concept of the Village Idiot. What do we know as what the Village Idiot stood for symbolically, just in a sociological sense? I have something here that is recognized from the, if I'm correct, hold on one second, I want to pull this up. It's from the American Journal of Sociology. Now, the title is The Fool as a Social Type. Now, you can find this on the website for it, and I'll try to put the link up so you can see where it's at. But they talk about the fool, the Village Idiot concept. And the fool is distinguished from normal group member by a deviation in person or conduct which regarded as a ludicrous or improper. He is usually defined as a person lacking judgment who behaves absurdly or stupidly. The antics of a fool, the ugliness, the graciousness, the selflessness, the possible deformity of body represents departures from corresponding in groups' norms of propriety. So there's that little tiny specific right there. Now, there's a little bit more information on it. I'm not going to get into the whole typical thing, but the whole abstract idea behind it is that the fool is a social type having certain definable roles and a special status of functioning in group life. Fools representing departures from group norms propriety, which are subject to distinction of ridicule. Fool making is a continuous social process that operates to enforce propriety. I'm saying that wrong, I know. And adjust status. That's what it says there as for the abstract. Now, like I said, I'll put the link to that. But also, let's take into the account of actually even the good old Michael Foucault. I believe this is the book of the Essentials, where I can't remember where specific chapter it is. I'm sorry, I'm just not going through all this information here. But Foucault even states specific points about the Village Idiot. Now, Wikipedia does its own brief definition of it. The term Village Idiot is also used as a stereotype for mentally disturbed or mentally disabled. The Village Idiot is strictly termed as a person locally known as ignorance or stupidity, but also a common term for a stereotypically silly and nonsensical person or stock character. This has also been applied as unrealistic, optimistic, or naive individual. Now, I'll put up that definition as well. Where do I get off saying this? Well, the many videos back in my past, I was looked upon as being called dumb idiot. And I really didn't care at that point. I was just putting it out there, and there'll be more information about that afterwards when we get more into the channel. But I finally came to a point where I'm just like, I've learned all this information, I adapted through all this information, I went through homelessness, I went through being a felon, I went through many life's issues. right here in good old New York City. So, be frankly honest, though actually I'm looked down upon by a lot of people that may have higher educated degrees, or those that actually may be foolish people. Who knows? You know what? Pick and choose. I have to give myself credit for getting this far. And this is me trying to give back. Now, don't get me wrong. We'll get more into particular issues and things about me as well. But me, I like to actually say I now embrace the concept and I upgraded from dumb idiot to village idiot. And what village idiot is trying to say here is that actually, I wish it didn't have to come out this way. But to be frankly honest, the main point of this channel is to engage those people that actually don't want to read the book, don't want to look into more of a complex kind of notion, don't want to rethink the concept, don't want to overanalyze. The simple, stupid things here and there is that is everyday information that actually we neglect. And it's just to remind us that actually we can use this to our benefit whenever we choose to, at whatever time we choose to. So this channel is not for those that are complex individuals. It's not for those individuals that are engaged in trying to learn the specifics of each and every discipline. It's not that kind of channel. Village Idiot is encouraging to learn not by the specifics of that discipline and those principles, but to take it and use it more of an into an emotional end and use it for their own benefit. Now, we'll talk about the particulars in the sociological concept now, which sociology is still one of my favorite subjects here. Just the basics. But this is what Village Idiot feels like. I mean, to be frankly honest, I look at the Village Idiot, and this is my own simple definition of it. I keep looking at the Village Idiot as, you know, back into times of medieval times where there was the court jester, where basically they treated that individual as somebody of mental retardation or just an outcast of society. But the thing is that actually those that actually were even more educated than those of the common folk would turn around and tell Village Idiot or that jester to act out his or her concept of the common folk and also society at large and what they thought they treated him or her like. And in my simplistic view to it is that actually the Village Idiot symbolically was the mirror for the common folk and also those that were higher educated. He or she would show what they thought or he or she thought they truly were. And then they would actually realize, hopefully, they would get a clue and be like, wow, am I really like that? So the Village Idiot was a mirror for society. Being able to be connected with society and yet be disconnected from society. Strange concept, right? So this is how I feel. I've been disconnected with society for some reason. And yet for some reason, here I am trying to reconnect in my own way. So let's see what this channel can do for those other individuals that feel the same way. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? Anyway, where I'm getting at with this is that welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy. I hope you get the concept of the Village Idiot. I hope you embrace it like I have. And, hey, as I said beforehand to a couple of people, and I don't mind saying this because I am the Village Idiot. Village Idiot says it is education. And everyone has their value on education. Why they believe it's education. Why do they stand up for the word of education? For me, personally, why do I value education so much? Because it was what I lacked. Enjoy the channel.